This is Agni Manatat. It stimulates energy flow, helps expose what needs to change. It's not down. It went back up again, girl. I appreciate y'all. Stimulates Kundalini energy, helps absorb negative energy, activates your solar plexus, helps with creativity, physical healing, digestive issues, helps direct our own personal will to things that bring us happiness, and helps with grounding. It's not as high. Okay. You park illegally at the hospital, is it? See what with the flashlight? The Agni Manatite. It's black. It looks like a crater. This light is too bright. Does it do anything? Look at that, it glows purple. Let me see the, where's my other, I think I put my other flashlight over yonder. I did. No, I didn't. Hey, Alex, we are so sorry about your grandmama, sweetie. We're sending you all the love, hugs, and healing comfort to you and your family. We love you. Trish came in and told me that you had posted because she knew I wouldn't see it. Let's see if we can see it any better with this one. That's a little better. You can see the little craters in it. Love you too, Alex. We appreciate you. And we're thinking about all of you. Tell your family, please, that we're thinking about all of y'all. You're welcome. You at work? Alex's grandmother passed, Marie. I wouldn't either, Nancy. Okay. I thought you were, but I wasn't sure. Release it. It's coming out from somebody. Okay, Nancy. Lord, they just keep coming. All these burps just keep coming. Hey, autistic medium, how are you? How are you, sis? Good to see you. You at work too? Why's my arm itching? Because it wants to, I guess. Hey, Devin, how are you? Good to see you. I thought you were. I was late tonight because the child called and talked for 2 hours. He said, I'm fixing to go take a bath and go to bed. I said, I'm going to work. Not really, but I called it that. Y'all won't believe what he said to me when I answered the phone. Yeah, you will. Thank you, Devin, for the heart, me. Yeah, he talked to me for 2 hours, from 7 to 7, like 7:15 to like 9 something. That's right, Allie. That's why I said not really. I said hello. He said, what are you doing? And I had just taken my boots off. He said, I said, I just took my shoes off. Huh? I said, I just took my shoes off. He said, why'd you have your shoes on? I said, don't you usually wear shoes during the day? He said, thank you, autistic medium, for the heart me. He said, I said, I've had them on all day. He said, in the house? I said, I have not been in the house all day. And then he just cracked up. He likes to say I sit around at home and don't do nothing. Yeah. Thank you, autistic medium, for the gifts. He said, why you keep shoes on sitting in the house all day? I said, hush. Just hush. Little devil. I said, I have not been in the house all day. I have been busy. He said. Chris sitting over there just giggling. Just. I said, y'all leave me alone. He drug me all over the world today. Went that way one time and then we went that way the other time, and I feel like I've been around the world today. He loves to say things like that to me to get me riled up. And then Chris sits over and laughs. Crazy thing. Oh, have you autistic medium? Some you wanted to get rid of, or you had too many of, or remember to hydrate and stretch if you need to. I need to sell some. I'm not. I'm gonna buy more. Hey, Crystal, how are you? Thank you for the heart, man. Oh no, Marie, are you worn out, child? Are they running you ragged today? Hey, Em, how are you? Thank you for the heart, me, and the gifts. There you go. For sure. This is orange calcite. It looks like look at it. It looks like a juicy orange. Look at it. Looks like it's got the little white sections in it too. Oh, I believe you, Marie. I get it. Yeah. I get it. This is orange calcite. It does. Look how shiny it looks. Looks like a juicy orange. Look at it. Hey, Heifer! Welcome back, Nancy. Look like your kidney stone. Don't even go there. You passed one. It's good for addictions, anxiety, helps support all your bodily functions, helps with skin issues. It's good for protection, grounding, focus, confidence, fertility, creativity, reproductive issues, and PMS and menopausal symptoms. Hey, Mud, how are you? Welcome in. I was talking to Emily. She came in about the time you said you were back. I ain't call you a heifer tonight, Nancy. I was talking to Emily. Good. I'm glad you're good. I don't blame you a bit, Marie. Some days we have to do things like that, child. Not tonight. Not tonight. Maybe tomorrow night, but not tonight. You know how that goes, right? Whew. Makes my eyes water. Whew. I know that's right, Emily. We have days like that sometimes, so I didn't go get my hair cut this morning because I woke up with a headache and I was like, so I changed it to next Tuesday. She said, how about next Tuesday? I said, that'll be fine. I told her, I said, girl, I got up with a headache. Can we change it? She said, sure. At least I called her about an hour ahead of time. So if I was her first one, she wouldn't have to go down there to the shop so early. Why you say that, Nancy? They must record people struggling. Oh, to get into the office? They probably do. Not for America's Funniest Home Video. I bet some of them would be doozies, though, for sure. Y'all should have seen me and the fella that used to help us trying to get Chris in the house after he had his first knee replacement. He liked to push us both through the ground. The dude wasn't much bigger. On the way home, I was like, how we going to get you in the house? Because there's 4 steps. It don't matter which door you come in, there's 4 steps. We're going to go in the front door. I said, us and who else? Because I know how he is. He's got you feeling happy, Allie. That's a good thing, though. At least it's not negatively affecting you. He said, call Ricky. I was like, and my brain went like, that's going to do some good. Hey, Dwight, how are you? Welcome in. My day was pretty good. I didn't even think about it till we were almost home, and I was like, wait, what? What are we going to do? Because we didn't have, at the time, we didn't have a handrail on any of the doors. But after he had his first one done, we had one installed. So we got one now. We had one when he had the second one done. I said, you're not mashing the crap out of me again. He had me on one side and I was down like this. Because he was putting all his weight on us. The man weighed 300 and something pounds. I told him, I said, look here, you about to take us both out. You better get on that big step. Or we all gonna land in the yard. That was ugly. Lord have mercy. Oh, they was having a conversation, huh, Nancy? You should say hi. That's what I'd have done. You could have waved with one finger, I guess, and said hi. Yeah. It's according to what day it is and who's there, Dwight. I'm just saying. Because they have, when they used to use the local doctors, it was good. It was pretty good. Then they started bringing in these doctors, these rent-a doctors, I call them. Which is when the first time I took Chris, when he was having his kidney failure last year. There was one of them up there. He told him when he went in he couldn't breathe. She sat out there just with the phone, her phone up to her phone, not the hospital phone, her phone up to her ear, just laughing and talking and woo-hoo-hoo, and to her best friend, I reckon, 2 hours before she stepped foot in that room. Have a good rest of your night, Marie. I hope you have a good rest of your night and be safe going home. All she did was swab him for flu, COVID, and RSV. And did a chest x-ray. No blood work. If she'd have done blood work, she'd have known his kidneys were failing. Well, one kidney. We found out he only had one after the fact, but when we went back the next time, the one there was one of our friends' cousin. He was a young dude, just as good as gold. You couldn't ask anybody been any better. And he's the one that found out what was going on and got him help. But that first one, I wouldn't have been told. That woman, they sent a bill for the copay. I was like, I ain't paying it. Sorry. Yeah, he's good. That's crazy, Emily, I know. And if usually anything you go in for, they're going to do blood work. You go in there with a headache and they're going to do blood work. Mm-mm. She ain't no more. And then turned around and looked at him and said, is there any other test you want me to run? I said, it's time for us to go. He said, you the damn doctor. I said, it's time to go. Let's go. They sent the bill and I said, we're going to Laverne Hospital. Oh, I was, Allie. Yeah. See, that's crazy, Emily. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have done that either, Nancy. I'd probably been the same way. Oh, I had my phone on record. I got it. It's in my phone where she asked him, was there anything else, any other tests he wanted her to do. Oh, I never got another one for that either. Mm-mm. I know, Max. I get it. Mm-hmm. I get it. I went up there to talk to the administrator, and he wasn't there. But his assistant was there. And I threw that bill up there, and I said, you can throw this in the trash. I'm not paying it. I said, I'll pay the one when Tanner Grant was up here all day long. I said, he was awesome. I said, she didn't do a dead blame thing except sit out there on the phone for 2 hours before she came in the room, and nobody else was in there except us. And then when Chris told her what she said, what? I said, I looked at him and said, it's time for us to go. Chris said, I looked at her and said, you're the damn doctor. She said, I don't blame you. I'd have said the same thing. Yeah. So I guess they wrote that one off. I don't know. Hey, Lux, how are you? Welcome in. The gluten-free. Oh, my goodness, Dwight. That's crazy. Uh-huh. I know. I'm good. Remember to hydrate and stretch if you need to. She's probably trying to get situated. I hadn't talked to her today. I've been running all over the whole world all day. There you go, Nancy. Thank you, love. Then you ordered pizza. I don't blame you. You never know. Sometimes she is, and sometimes she just got to eat bad. So we'll ask her when she comes in. Unless you happen to go to sleep early. Sometimes she will, but not very often. This is Tiger's Eye. It's good for intuition, inner strength. Helps get rid of things that no longer serve you. Helps with strength. I can't even talk. Yeah. It's calming. It helps with eye issues, mental clarity, protection, and helps support your digestive system. I know, me too, Emily. Sometimes she'll say, time to flip. I'll be like, okay, girl. Flip over. Yeah, you're good till next week, girl. You good. Is that when you gotta go back? Next Wednesday? Or is that just when they coming back? You will go again. Release it. Let it go. Lord, let it go. Somebody releasing a lot. Okay, I got you. But you I won't tell if you don't. No, her doctor. It releasing all kind of ways tonight. Thank you, Jackie, for the heart me. How are you? It would be nice to be in Hawaii, wouldn't it? I know, Allie, right? Uh-oh, Nancy, was she mad with you, girl? Was she fussing at you tonight? Because you didn't get food in time? She would. She'd be telling everybody, Emily. She'd be telling the news. She threw the bowl at you. She was like, here, heifer, you haven't fed me yet, it's time. That's funny. Crap. Whew. Like next to it, like, he's like, I'm out of food. I'm out of energy. So I just lay here till you feed me. That's funny. I love it. They do some crazy stuff, though, animals do. She was mad with you. I know, right? He's like, I'm starving to death. She's starving me to death. Somebody help me. That's hilarious. My dog used to do that. He'd go over there, and if I kept dry food in his... Let me start this over before it gets to the end. Okay, I got it. I kept dry food in his little bowl, right? If he got low, if there wasn't but like 6 or 7 pieces in there, he'd go in there and he'd scooted across the floor and he'd stop. He'd scooted across the floor and he'd stop. And I'd be like, you are not out of food. He'd keep on till I go in there and look. And I'd say, see, you're not out. And he'd look at me like, well, I'm about out. So I'd put some in it and he'd stop scooting it across the floor. He didn't want to run out, I guess. He wanted to make sure he didn't run completely out. He still had some. So I was like, you are crazy. He was funny, though. You left it in the car. What's the temperature supposed to be? You didn't put it in the microwave. Well, it's in the microwave whether you put it in there or not. See, that's where he was, Emily. Maybe it won't, Nancy. If it's just going to be in the 30s, maybe it won't freeze. Maybe it'll be okay. Thank you, Indigo, for the follow. Did it bust a girl? It must have been real cold then for it to bust up plastic. I don't know what was wrong with him, child. He was just picky like that. That weekend I went to Josh's house for my birthday a few years ago, I told Chris, this is the cat food, this is the dog food. They got 2 water bowls right here. I fill them up every day. Make sure you fill them up every day, y'all. Don't leave your animals with your husband if he don't ever take care of them. Don't do it. I wouldn't have thought about that either, Emily. I came home Sunday. I left here Friday morning. Oh, no, Nancy, I hope you don't. If it's not going to be any colder than that, I think it'll be okay. Right, Allie, exactly. I came home Sunday. One of our friends was having some kind of cookout or something. Well, I'm just going to tell on myself. I had drank too much wine. I almost didn't come home Sunday. That child fed me wine from the time I got there till late Saturday night, okay? He was constantly sticking a glass of wine. And he won't let your glass get empty. He's got glasses that the goblet part is just, it'll hold a half a bottle of wine, okay? He won't let it get empty. It gets about this far, and he fills it back up. So, I got up Sunday morning and felt like shit. I was like, I don't know if I'm going home or not. My stomach was nauseated. I felt like crap. We sat around and watched TV. I tried to eat something. I was like, this is going to make me puke. I can't eat it. So finally, I guess it was about 3 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock. I said, okay, I'm going home. I'm good. That was it. We had some of all of it, Dwight. He got up Sunday morning and went in there to get his trash and take it out. And he said, Mom. I said, what? Do you know how many bottles of wine we drank? I said, no. 6. I was, He said, you come look. I said, I'm not coming back to your house ever again. I'm done. No. Just no. I said, stop. I said, no wonder I feel like crap. Yeah, 6. I said, you did it. You won't leave my dang glass alone. You wouldn't let me get it empty. He said, well, you didn't have to drink it. I said, yeah, and you'd have bitched if I hadn't. I know, Emily, right? I said, I'm not coming back to your house. So I get home. Well, he had called me and he said, they cooking. I said, I don't want food. My stomach does not want food. I'm coming home. I'm going to the house. You just go eat, and whenever you get, because they just live right up the road. When you get, I know, Hannah, right? I know that. It was awful. I said, I'm never doing that again, which I can't do it now because of the AFib. It'll trigger it, so I'm good now. I know. So I get home, and as soon as I walk in the door, and I open my mouth, the dog and cat both just come flying. And I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? Because they'd never done that like that before. I was like, Dad, blame. I wasn't gone that long, y'all. I looked over there, and bless their hearts, I didn't. I didn't want any for a long time. I walked in there and looked, because I had it right at the edge of between where the kitchen and the living room meet is where I had their food and water. Y'all, I looked down. No water bowls. I was like, where are your water bowls? And both of them standing there in front where the water bowl was supposed to be, looking up at me like, please. I said, they were under the edge of the couch. Empty. Wasn't a drop. Not a drop of water in either one. I said, no wonder y'all pitching a fit. You're about to thirst to death. He came in the door and I said, I am never leaving you with my animals again. What I do? That's his favorite saying. What I do? I said, their bowls were under the couch and there was not a drop of water in either one of them. Oh, I forgot about that. I said, hence why I'm not leaving them with you ever again. I said, both of them came running just as fast as they could run. And I was like, what is going on with y'all? I am in South Alabama, handbags. Born and raised right here. Unfortunately. Yeah, that's how he treated my animals. And they stood there and they drank and they drank and they drank and they drank some more. He said, my bad. I said, your bad, your butt. I said, I can't believe you did that. I told you to fill the water up. They are tattletales. They told on him just as soon as I walked in the door. I knew something was wrong because they never act like that. And then when I looked down, I was like, no water bowl? And both of them were standing there like they were just waiting. So I just happened to reach up under there and not a drop in either one. I had two. That's one reason I had two bowls down there. I thought, well, maybe he'll fill them up. You know, didn't. He'll do that with the outside cats, too. He'll feed them every morning. He'll go out there and feed them. No water. Like, what is wrong with you? Why are you like this? Like, what is wrong with you? Why are you like this? What's wrong with you? Why are you like this? Don't start that. Do not start. Okay, TikTok, we're not starting this. Y'all better act right. Thank you. And my back. That's funny, Emily. Okay, I'm back. All right, I'm just making sure. It was TikTok, I think, because I still got full service. I'm right here by the router, so. It's TikTok that does that for some reason. Uh-uh. I love it. That's funny. They will tattle on one another. For sure. Emily, that's funny. Thank you, Anna, for the follow. Reported aloud to the ASPCA. That's hilarious. They are now. Both of them are. Bless their heart. Both of them lived a long life, though. The dog was he 19? I think it was 19. And Miss Kitty she was about 15 or 16. So they were here a long time. They were both a mess. Chris was sitting, we were eating ice cream one night. They partners in crime. I bet they are. Chris, we were eating ice cream one night. I was sitting on the love seat. Hey Dee, how are you? Thank you for the heart me. And I had gotten us both some ice cream, and he was sitting over there in his recliner. Well, the dog got over there with him. He was sitting on the arm of his chair. He'd sit there. He wouldn't try to get you food now. Never would. But he'd sit there and wait patiently for you to get through and then give him some. Because that's what we'd always do, you know. So he'd sit there patiently and wait. He was sitting there, and in a minute, Chris just busted out and just started giggling. I said, what are you laughing? Because I was watching something on TV, and I said, what is he laughing at? Because nothing is funny. I said, what are you laughing at? I think chocolate's my favorite, Dwight. He said, I felt something weird. He said, I had laid my arm down to take a break from eating the ice cream for a minute. He said, I felt something wet on my arm, and I thought, what is that? He said, I looked down, the dog was sitting over here drooling. I said, he want that ice cream. He said, I didn't know where that was coming from. I said, he can taste it already. Made his mouth water. That was funny, though. Remember to hydrate and stretch if you need to. Oh, goodness. These heifers are rough tonight. Between the burps and the yawns. Whew. They're going to take me out. They're trying to take me out. It's not going to happen. Look, I still got 3 left. 3 left to go. You need the aqua. I didn't get it out tonight. This is watermelon sugar. Well, maybe you'll sleep good tonight, Emily. It is green apophyllite with pink hulendite. It helps with emotional healing, arthritis, skin issues, anxiety, helps open airways. It helps with grounding, helps support your respiratory, circulatory, and nervous system, and it's good for insomnia. I do too, Allie. I like this one. Next Wednesday. Girl, you better remind me Tuesday night then. Here we go with the puzzle piece. Here it comes. Oh, that's donuts. Shut up. They put donuts on it this time. They're trying to make somebody hungry. No. No chocolate cow. Hey, Brandy, how are you? I might have turned that heat down a little too much. I'll tell y'all something funny, though, since you said that. I'm going to tell on myself again. We had a cow one time. Well, let me just tell the story first. I'm going to tell it. Thank you, Brandy, for the gift. We went over there to check on the cows one day, right? We had a golf cart at the time, so, you know, we didn't go very far. Well, we went down across the pond down. We started up the hill on the other side. And I kept feeling, it felt like water. I was like, and I looked down, there was something on my arm. I said, what? Well, it quit, and in a minute, it did it again. And Chris said, what are you doing? I said, what the hell is this wet on my arm? Y'all, he busted out laughing. I said, what are you laughing at? He said, look over there. We had, I can still see her. We had a red cow with horns. She was solid red, except she had a white patch on her forehead, right? She always had a huge bag. It didn't matter when she had that baby. She had a huge. Y'all, she was running along beside the thing, and as her udders was swinging from side to side, every time they swing my way, it'd squirt, and it was hitting me on the arm. He still laughs about that. Every time he thinks about it, he tells people, we were going across pasture one day and Mama kept feeling something wet and it was that cow running beside her. I said, shut up. Just shut up. Do you have to tell everything? It was hilarious though. I know, Emily, right? I said, well, I knew there were cows, but they were everywhere. I didn't even think anything about it. Yeah, I guess she thought I was. I probably was because it was during the summertime. It was. It was a run by milking. It was hilarious, y'all. Oh, God. What did they say, Nancy? That's funny. It was so funny, though. Y'all should have seen it. I said, well, I knew there were cows over there, but I didn't think anything about it. Coming from them. He still thinks that's hilarious that happened. We were over there. He was giving us pellets one time. So he was at the back of the truck, and I was just sitting in the passenger seat of the truck and had the door open. I was sitting there eating something. And I had an apple sitting up on my desk. One of them heifers come up there and stuck her head, and I was finna get my apple. I said, no, you didn't. She was trying her best. She stuck her tongue. I said, and I grabbed it right quick. Chris came up there. He said, what is it? She's trying to steal my apple. I ended up letting her have it, though. I gave it to her. I said, she was working hard for that apple. I got some more at the house. So I gave it to her. See, she knew what it was. And you told her that we told you what it was. That was hilarious. And then Nicole come in just as we were talking about the lubricant. And she was like, what? I know, it was funny to watch. She said, I don't even know what that is. And we were like, huh? Evidently, she's never had a use for it. I know that mess stinks. It gives me a headache. If I have to smell it for very long. And it doesn't take long either. They didn't teach you that in college. Hey girl, how are you? I hadn't seen you in forever, girl. Where you been? I'm glad you caught me, girl. It's good to see you. Glad you caught me on. What you been up to since I saw you last? Good to see you too. You made an awful lot of things they didn't teach you. Well, I guess they can't teach you everything, Nancy. When those deer hunters used to come up here, they took me for an idiot, I guess. I don't know what they thought. Oh no, Allie. And one day we were up there talking to them, and one of them said something about a part on a car. I forgot which one it was. Lord, that's been 20 years ago, so, And I started laughing. And he looked at me and he said, You don't even know what that is. I said, man, don't mess with me. I said, my daddy was a mechanic. Is a mechanic because he was still alive at the time. I said, my daddy's a mechanic, and I stayed at the shop with him all day, every day. Don't tell me I don't know what something is. I said, I know exactly what that is. He shut up right quick like. Chris started laughing. He said, she told you, didn't she? I said, I don't know what you think, but I'm going to tell you. I hate when people do stuff like that. Guess he thought I was just laughing, just to be laughing. But what he said was funny. Something about something was wrong with somebody's car, and that they thought it was the something. I forgot what he said. And I laughed because it was funny, because that had nothing to do with that part, you know. Chris said, she told you, didn't she? He said, yeah, I guess she did. I said, don't underestimate me. I know more than you think I do. It's like the one, bless his heart. He had plenty of book sense, but no common sense whatsoever. None. Y'all ever seen people like that? We got a boy in our class that was that way. He couldn't even stand there and carry on just a normal, everyday conversation with you. But now this man could, but the one that was in my class, he never hung out with anybody at lunch. He was always running from one teacher's room to the other, you know. Yep, time for meds. I guess it does, Dwight, but they better think again. That was what? Oh, he had plenty of book sense, but as far as common sense and just carry on in conversation, mm-mm. The one that was in my class, mm-mm. We'd be standing around talking to something and talking about something, and he'd look at us like he had no clue, just something normal. Because sometimes he'd be coming by and we'd speak to him and he'd stop. He wouldn't stay but a minute because he had no clue what we were talking about. That's right. That's right. Never underestimate us. Because we usually know more than what you think. Like WD-40. Right. Exactly. Hey, Kathy, how are you? But there was one of the deer hunters that was that way. Hey, Hope, how are you? Welcome in. Oh, no, bless your heart. I hope this will help you set your intentions for it to help. For it to help with that, all your symptoms. I hope you get to feeling better soon. There you go. But he was hilarious because he didn't have much common sense. He had a little bit. A little bit. He didn't have much. But we got some new cows, and we put them in the little pasture around the house that they rented right here next door. They came that weekend. They were all Longhorn. No, he wasn't, Allie. Mm-mm. I hate to say it, bless his heart. He came, we were up there talking to some of the other ones. He came up. He said, Chris. Chris said, what? No, this was one of the deer hunters that used to come up here from Florida. He was a pilot for Delta Airlines. And then after he retired from there, he may still do it. He was flying some of the personal planes for people. He said, Chris said, what? He said, what you doing with all these bulls up here? We all cracked up. There was not a bull in the pasture. Not one. All of them were cows. Chris said, Ralph, what? He said, there's not a bull out here. They're all cows. He said, huh? He said, they're all cows. They all got horns. That's what he said. They said, well, you go out there and look up close and personal or you'll find out. He said, Chris said, all bulls don't have horns, and all cows with horns are not bulls. I'm just saying. We cracked up. It was funny. You getting kicked off too? Gwen, dang. That's crazy. This is Vanada Night. She's sparkly. Look at her. Look at all the little cubes. It's a whole bunch of little cubes. That's just so cool to me, how those cubes. There's some bigger ones right there on the end. Isn't that cute? Do you have Apple, Gwen? I had an update yesterday or the day before. Hey, James, how are you? Welcome in. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Most people do know that. And he was just as serious as he could be. He was like, huh? He did. He did the whack. Because he told us later on. I went and looked and you told me the truth. I was like, oh no, Gwen. Well, dang. That's crazy. This is Vanada Night. It's good for creativity, eating disorders, pain, headache, protection, and helps support your respiratory system and helps with insomnia. Let me turn this light off. It looks brown. It's kind of an orangey clay color. There we go. I love all those little cubes. Aren't they cute? I want to show you the other side. I just use Nicole's Telegram. If you'll download the Telegram app, if you don't already have it. Welcome back, Trish. How are you? You make it home all right? How the blood pressure tonight? We good? If you go to Nicole's BIO page, if you'll scroll down, get the link up under hers and scroll down, there's a Telegram link. If you click it, it'll take you to the page. And then you click on the little pinned post at the top and it'll take you to the main chat. We're all in there. We're all in there. Alex must have had to go back to work. Ooh, Trish. I'll be glad when you go to that doctor. The cardiologist. Okay, Allie. Thank you for the heart, me, Trish. It could be. It could be. I guess I need to make my own. He has to travel a little piece, Nancy. They're not too far away, but it's probably been going up and down that whole time that you were having problems with the vision. Hey, Curator, how are you? Thank you for the gifts. love this shiny Vanadinite. She a little heavy though. A little bit heavy. She one of them chunky ones that's heavy. The host rock on it's thick and it's heavy. Okay, I hope you have a good night and sleep well. We're sending you healing and good vibes your way. What was it, Tree? That's weird. That it was low when your blood pressure's up. That's strange. Did you downloaded the app, right? Well, I hope you can go back to sleep and sleep well, Curator. A song from some animated movie. If you'll go to go to Nicole's page on here, Nicole's TikTok page. I said it like that for a reason. And there's a Planoly link, I think, up under her picture. Click on it and scroll down till you see the little telegram button thing, and push it, and it should take you to her telegram. I guess I need to make my own. Guess I need to make one too. Thank you, James. You too. Well, it might, because I have AFib, so it makes mine cut up. But that may be because of the AFib, you know. If you don't have that, that may be the case. Yeah, you need to get something to drop your blood pressure when it gets up like that, especially when it stays up as long as it did yesterday. Because that's bad on your heart, your kidneys, everything. Your blood vessels, all of it. Nancy, what are they doing at night? Are they working at night because of the traffic, maybe, during the day? And what are they doing? Do you know what they're trying to accomplish? Looking to make sure my music wasn't going to stop. I didn't hear a helicopter tonight. I guess they're taking the night off. This is Vanadinite. That's weird, Nancy. They must be doing something at night then. Oh, what is that? Shut up. Ow. I love that. I hadn't seen that one. That was new. Oh my God. That was too cool. Thank you, Trish. Did y'all see that? That was awesome. Awesome. I love it. The Joker ball. I have to remember that one. I love that. That was too cool. They come out with some of the cutest, coolest stuff. That is hilarious. I love that. I hadn't seen that one at all. That was a new one on me. It was trying to hurry up and get off before you could screenshot. Okay, you made it. Did you when you get to her page, did you see a pinned post at the top? Click it and it'll take you to the main chat. if you didn't click it. Oh, God, Nancy. Nancy done got it, girl. Nancy done got it. Yeah, I was going to say it might be on there instead of, Whoop, it says. Yep, you made it. I see you. I'm finna tell you. You made it. Look at you go getting to the main chat. That's hilarious. Hey, Bridget, how are you? That was too funny. Girl, Trish sent this. Uh-oh. Shit, I closed it. Sent this, what was it? Joker ball. You can't really see it all. It's got it's got paint on the face and all that stuff. And Nancy screenshot it. She said, go look at Telegram. I said, oh, she took the screen. Trish tried to get a screenshot and she said it went away before she could get one. I should have known, Nancy, you get it. You can, Nancy, I don't care. That was funny. It was too cute, though. It shot the little ball and, yeah. That one didn't last long, did it? Like some of them do. Some of them last longer than that. That was funny. There you go, Nancy. That was too cute, though. I love it. I love when they have new ones like that that do stuff. Okay, Nancy. Remember to hydrate and stretch if you need to. I just love this Vinay tonight. Look at all the pretty little cubes. They're so pretty to me. Look at all these little tiny ones on the back. Little bitty ones. All these are little tiny ones that we're just starting. All those little spots. That's just too cool. Yeah, okay. Everybody be like, what the heck is that? Hey, Wendy, how are you? Thank you for the heart, man. Y'all knocking these goals. You saw it? Knocking these goals out this week. Y'all on a roll. Oh no, Wendy, I know my nephew Hank's got it. I think he's got the flu. Yeah, you have to get used to it. I like it though. You know, if somebody's sick and they need everybody to send to them, they'll put in there, and they are pretty. I love them. I think that's the only one that I got. Wasn't that the only, or do I got a big one? Thank you, Wendy. Let me see, did I get one or two? I think I just got one. Oop, wrong page. You got to go back one. I know, I do too. No, I only got one, I think. I should have got more than one. But it wasn't cheap though, so. Trish, remind me to tell you what I did the other day. It has to do with peridot, so remind me. This is bowenite. It helps with emotional balance and stability, helps heal past trauma, helps with anxiety, stress, helps detox your body, Helps with dream recall, protection from negative energy, and abundance. We like bow and light. It's got some little light, little white colored streaks in it here, there, here and there. Where Nicole live? She might have went to bed already. Or Rosalie might have decided to spend the night. You never can tell. Or she might have went to clean today and was tired. Thank you, Sid, for the heart me. How are you? Hi, Deneen. How are you? Hey, beach lover. How are you? I did. I had a good day. I hope you did too. Good, Sid. I'm glad. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. We be cutting up and acting a fool in here sometimes too, so. We're not all calmness and rainbows all the time. We get on a roll sometimes. I forgot it, girl. I forgot it. I thought about it earlier and then I went to change and I just, it said, phew, right, yeah. Take your medicine, people. Take your medicine. Thank you, Hannah, for the reminder because I had thought about it and then I forgot. If you haven't taken your nighttime med, this is my commercial. If you don't have nighttime meds, but you want to take meds, well, let's go get you a vitamin C or something and take it. I'll take them together. Okay. This concludes my commercial. Some people have done that, though. Some of them have been like, I don't have any meds to take. I'm going to go get me a vitamin so I can take them with you. I was like, do it. We'll take it. You're taking goldfish because you already took your... Hey, that'll work. Whatever works, girl. Whatever works. Eat your goldfish, girl. Eat them. You're good. They are, Allie. I like them too. I like goldfish and Cheez-Its. You forgot the ice pack, but remember the goldfish. You sound like me. I do things like that too. I'll get up to go get something like that, and I'll get sidetracked and get something else. And then I go sit back down and I'm like, dang it, I didn't get what I went in there after. Oh well, I'm not getting back up right now. So I'll just wait. Priorities, right. Eating goldfish was more important tonight, evidently. I went in there for something. I think I got up to go get water to take my medicine or something. And I ended up getting something else. some junk or something. I sat down and I said, well, you didn't get the water and take your medicine. So I ate whatever it was before I got up and went and got it. I said, I'm not getting back up right now. So I didn't. I think I'm gonna put my Christmas tree up. I need to go to Hobby Lobby first. And Walmart. May go to Lowe's too, they got stuff. I may just go make me a round. I might have to wait till Saturday when he's busy working on the fence with the boys. When he's supervising the fence doing. If he can buy fence stuff, I can buy Christmas stuff. Did you hear him beep, beep, beep? Are you backing up, Nancy? Y'all heard that? They said there was a little boy and see here I go telling it. They said there was a little boy in the grocery store with his mama one time. Said there was an older lady. I think the boy's daddy was a farmer, right? So he was used to equipment, riding equipment with his daddy. They were in the grocery store one day and the little boy was sitting in the cart. They were going down the aisle and he looked over and this older woman was coming backward. And he started yelling, beep, beep, beep. He said, watch out, Mama, she's backing up. Hey, Brianna, how are you? Thank you for the heart, me and the kiss. I don't blame you, Nancy. I called him and asked him what the crap going on. It was funny, Allie, when I heard that Lord, that's probably been 25 years ago when I heard that. It's been a long time. That's what it reminded me of when she said beep. I called him and asked him what the crap, but I know, I was going to say it's 4 minutes till midnight there, isn't it? They've got to be working at night for some reason instead of during the day. I try to be Adley, but we try to be. This boy night's just dulling me down, relaxing me. I get it, Allie, I do. It's my back, knees, and shoulder most of the time. Today I told Chris, I said, why is the shoulder hurting? I feel like I have been lugging something around with it. And my legs were hurting. I said, why are my legs sore? They were like that yesterday, too. I have no clue. I said, I must be tensing up during my sleep or something. Because I hadn't done anything to make it hurt. That's weird. But it happens. I had to put my feet back up. Ow. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Exactly. I haven't been there yet, girl. I said I was going. I haven't been yet. I was going to say in the Rice Krispie Snap Crackle Pop. Oh, I hadn't thought about that in a while. I got to remember to use my magnesium, too, before I go to bed. I will, Allie, I'll check. I say that all the time, Trish. I'd be worried. If I woke up and something didn't hurt or sore or something, or pop, or if one of the above didn't happen, I'd be like, wait, what's going on? Oh, good gracious. Thank you, Trish, because you know I forget it. Then I can put it on my list in my phone. I used to write lists, but I had a bad habit of leaving them laying on the counter or the coffee table, and I'd get to the store and I'd be like, where's my list? So I just keep it in my phone. Who's sending you texts, girl? Gonna buy you a laptop? I need a new one. Oh, I thought you meant it with the people working. I was fixing to say, what are they texting you for? Are you gonna text them back? See, I'm being nosy. Or you gonna leave them hanging till in the morning? That's what I do. Be like, don't text me at midnight. You can wait till in the morning. Officer Chips. Not Officer Chips, no. He's smelling that perfume, girl. Oh, Lord, have mercy. I wouldn't either, girl. I wouldn't. Be like, don't text me this time of the night. This is Bowie night. Bowie night. It does kind of look like green jade, doesn't it? About the same color. The box isn't even open yet. You're welcome. Remember to hydrate and stretch if you need to. All right, I got Chrissy and Highlight together over here. It does look like that. It's the same color. This is Highlight. What does it do? It calms and relaxes. It's good for trauma, PTSD, emotional healing, grief, anxiety, and grounding. Oh, Trish, that sounds so good. Harper needs her beauty rest. I know she does. This is a chrysanthemum. It calms and relaxes. It's good for prosperity, anxiety, helps connect to your emotional body, and helps overcome self-imposed limitations and fears. That sounds so good, Trish. Strawberry cake cookie. I had one of my friends the other day. I posted a thing on the Book of Two Faces, as I say, that said, don't try out your new recipes on us at Thanksgiving and Christmas, because we don't want them. She said if it's not a dish that you're famous for, don't bring it. Keep them at home. That's what she said. Did you see it, Tree? She's hilarious. And one of my friends, my neighbor down the road, she commented and she said, I just tried out what'd she say? the red velvet cake mix cookies or something like that. And I was like, I know you didn't. Well, she texted me a picture of them. She said, girl, these things were dry. I thought, hence why you don't use cake mix to make a cookie. But okay. It is, Dwight. Ow, that was my knee, in case y'all wondered. That was loud. Oh, that sounds so good, Trish. You don't make cookies with cake mix. Yeah, but they know what they doing. Right. But they know what they're doing. Because she didn't put, but what was it she said she put in it? She didn't put but a couple of things in it, and I was like, that's dry. Before she even told me they were dry. I told Chris, I said, this recipe she done sent me talking about the cake mix and just this and this. I said, that sounds dry as crap. About that time she said, these cookies are dry as crap. I said, you think? But they know what they're doing. They have perfected their recipe though. Because that one just sounded like it needed something else, you know. Needed some milk or something in it. I don't know what she used or what. It wasn't much of anything beside the cake mix. Because I was like, that just sounds dry as crap. If I make a cake, I don't care if I'm making it from scratch and it calls for water. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Milk. I use milk. You not going there? I'm going to the mountains for Christmas. I'm so excited. Oh, Trish, that's awesome. Yeah, applesauce makes them moist also, yeah. They do, James, they do. Got you. Yeah, that'd be the time to go because everybody's everywhere else. They're visiting relatives and all that stuff, I'm sure. Of course, it's liable to be chilly. You never know what's going to happen down this way. Could be cold, it could be hot, could be just right. You can come back on Saturday nights when nobody talks. I come on, I do a cleansing. We talk for a few minutes and then I turn the comments off for about an hour. And we just listen to music like this and most everybody goes to sleep. Except me, I try to stay awake. I've done good so far. But you never know. You been? Mm-hmm. Thank you, Allie. I appreciate it. Yeah, we have fun. We have fun and we learn things and we talk about things. And then AI tells us to discuss what we already discussed 5 minutes ago. And we say, we already talked about that. Let's do something else. Oh my gosh, Trish, that's cool. Thank you, Swiss, for the follow. Nancy. That's hilarious. Especially yesterday. Yeah, we were on it yesterday, weren't we? We had a good time. Hey, Alnarian, how are you? Welcome in. There goes my knee again. Sorry, y'all. Oh my gosh, Trish, that's cool. I know. I know, Nancy, right? What would have been me? We discussed all kinds of things last night, didn't we? I'm kind of hungry, but I'm not. Does that make sense? No, it does not. But whatever. Nothing wrong with that, Trish. Bye, Felicia. I don't know, Nancy. Oh, it's 11:11 Central Time. It was 10:10 your time, and now it's 11:11 my time. Woo woo. Remember to hydrate and stretch if you need to. It was, Dwight. It was funny. We had fun. But we always do. 12:11 at Allie's. You were good, Trish. It was on point. I came this close. This close. To not being nice. And I said, no, I'm going to take the high road tonight. Hey. I figured you did, Trish. That's when I was like, okay, we'll be nice. But don't say nothing else. Because if you say something else, I'm going to blow you out of the water. Just saying. I was ready. I was watching the chat thinking, don't say something else. Because I was going to say, you are more than welcome to turn your volume down. You know your phone's got a volume on it, right? Turn it off. Or you can scroll out. You can do whichever one you want to, honey. People kill me. You know, they used to do that to Nicole. They used to come in and say, why don't you stop talking? I was like, why don't you leave? I hadn't used Nancy. That was a new one on me. A lot of people do, actually, unfortunately. Good, Trish, good. That was a weird name, too. She said, you have. I've seen it. Hey. They caught me on a good night. I'm just saying. But y'all know me. If they'd have said something else, I'd have been like, No, 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 not today. Not today, Satan. Move along. You checked the profile? That's right, Lisa, spray them. I got my spray right, I always got my spray right here. I know they do that to us, Trish. That's funny. They'll be like, don't yell at me. I'm not yelling at you. I'm a mod. I can type in all caps. That's happened more times than we can count. I guess it did, because it chilled out, didn't it? That's right, Dee, exactly. Well, no, I don't care, right? I proved that the other night when I showed it 4 times. After I got well, I showed it 3 times after I got the little, Sinful Saturday. Yeah, you did, Trish. I remember that. That's right. Exactly. You just have you run it. Yeah, they kill me when they come in and try to tell you how to do your own live. I'm like, look, I got this. It is, Allie. It's okay to get sassy sometimes. Sometimes when they come in being sassy, you gotta be sassy back. Sometimes you gotta match that energy, you know. I said I was gonna make me a shirt that said, that's right, do what you wanna do, exactly. I said I was gonna make me a shirt that said, shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. What was it? Good night, Lisa. I hope you have a good night and sleep well. Oh, that said, see, it left me again. What the crap is going on? Let me scroll back up again. How I act depends on you, so how we gonna act today? You're right, Hannah. You are right. I hope you have a good day tomorrow, Lisa. Too much y'all quit distracting her. I'm not distracted. Did they really think that if I didn't want to talk, I wouldn't? I mean, y'all were keeping me from being quiet. They're good, Dwight. Oh no, Trish. Do you think you can call them in the morning? Hey, Love Witch, how are you? Welcome in. Officer Chios. I should have said you should be tapping. I know, right? have the screen I hushed. Okay, I hope everybody is good and relaxed. If you're not already asleep. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. You got a doctor's appointment. Oh, hell, wait. Trish. Thank y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you, Anita. Oh, no, I hope you get to feeling better. I hope this helped you some. Come back again tomorrow night. We'll do it all again. I should be back tomorrow night around 9 or a little after Central Time as usual. Thank you, Anita, for the follow. I usually come on Monday through Saturdays around 9 Central Time. You're welcome, Dwight. Bye, Anita. Have a good night. I thank you to my mods for keeping it a nice, safe space for everybody. He ain't calling me tonight because my phone on mute. Are you talking about tomorrow? He very, knock on wood. Let me knock on wood just in case. Nancy, there you go. This knee is just, y'all hear it pop again? So long as I don't talk tomorrow, well, you SOL. You know what that means? Shit, out of luck. Because I'm going to talk tomorrow. The same thing you waiting on, Nancy. Thank you, James. You too. I hope you have a good night. You made it. I thank you all for being here. Thank you for all the likes, the comments, the shares, the gifts. Talk away. There you go. Exactly. You know I will. I thank you for just being here. All of y'all that were here, just in the background. Everybody that talked, that didn't talk. I appreciate every one of you. I thank you all for coming in and staying with us for a while. Come back tomorrow night. We'll do it all again. No telling what we'll do. You never know, right? You can come to the next episode of what's going to happen tonight. I hope you all have a good night. I hope you sleep well. I love y'all. We'll get rid of them if we have to, Nancy. If they complain too much, they got to go. Or they can let themselves out. There's the door. Let yourself out. Don't let the door hit you when the good Lord split you. I'm just saying. Okay, I hope y'all have a good night and sleep well. I love y'all. See you tomorrow night.